All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. We should give all praise to the Heavenly Father in the name of His Son, the word ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. I also want to give double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone, who rule well for teaching His truth, and say shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, all the Akim pushing His word and truth and sincerity. So, Lord willing to be edifying lessons. It's gonna be real quick. I'm gonna get to the point. I'm not gonna make it too long. I just want to speak on the fact that we're coming to a time very soon, man. Lord willing, it's not too much longer till we get there, but it's gonna be a point in time where we finally get the that the righteous, those who actually are rooted in the scriptures, those who actually rooted in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, those who actually stand still for the Lord, man, going to be lifted up and exalted, and put in a position of power, man. Starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai first, man. All right, because that's ultimately the kingdom is to come, man. The kingdom of heaven, the everlasting kingdom, are actually Yahweh Shai's kingdom first and foremost. All right, but what the scriptures tell you in Romans 8:16, man, says we'll be joint heirs with Him. Okay, so ultimately the whole point of this ministry right now, there's a multitude of things that we're doing, but really first and foremost is that we're pushing His word in order to seal the elect, all right, the nation of Israel, those 144,000 men, all right, to come back to the Lord and return and seek Him 10 times more, all right. But we're working our own salvation with fear and trembling as well. We're telling the heathen is all of our enemies. All right, first and foremost, starting with the with Esau, so-called white man. All right, we're telling them what their punishments, what their judgment is going to be. All right, for touching the apple of the Lord's eye, man, the nation of Israel, Yasharallah. All right, so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, it's a heavy punishment for that, man, and that's going to be a righteous judgment, okay? Because people think that, just because someone did something to you doesn't mean you do it back to them. Well, it depends on what you're talking about, man. Because certain things that they did to us, we're not going to do back onto them. Like, we're not going to be sodomizing their men, all right, while they're in captivity. We're not going to be doing stuff like that. We're not going to be, going on to like little children. Like, we're not gonna be doing those types of weird things that they did to us, right? There still has to be some sort of it has to be some sort of limits, okay? But there's gonna be a brutal captivity, nevertheless, man. It's not gonna be anything light at all, man. Our scriptures do say, we're doing to them double what they did to us, so. It's not gonna be anything. It's not gonna be anything. Nothing light. All right, it's gonna be a very heavy judgment. All right, and ultimately that's what's righteous. Okay, because that's according to the Lord. That's what's righteous. Okay, a lot of people want to kind of have their own standard of morality and want to come to their own conclusions, but lean on their own understanding. But according to the scriptures, man, that's the righteous judgment. Scriptures tell you that he who leave in captivity shall go into captivity. Who killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience faith of the saints, man. All right, that's what we look forward to. Man. That's what we hasten, and that's what we that's what our mind is on constantly, man. We're constantly catching hell. We're constantly being oppressed. We're constantly at the absolute bottom of this kingdom, man. Currently, all right. So and ultimately what that's going to lead to, man, us being empowered. I'm going to grab this in Proverbs 29, because ultimately us being empowered is going to lead to what, man? It's going to lead to people rejoicing, man. Us being empowered, man, is what the Lord always intended. That's when the earth is going to be thriving. That's when everything's going to be the best it's ever been, okay? Because the law, statutes, commandments are going to be the standard in the earth. So this is Proverbs 29 verse 2, and it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? That's what's going to happen, man. People are going to be rejoicing, man. For that first 1,000-year captivity, we're going to have to, basically, subdue the, we're going to have to beat the heathen into submission, man. You can like it down to, King David, when he went around and subdued the heathen, all right, in order for his son Solomon to be able to rule it, man. That was what it can be likened to, because we're gonna have to we're gonna get these heathen in line, man. We're gonna have to completely we're gonna show our power ultimately, man. Because scriptures tell you, Psalms 110:3, that people should will in the day of thy power. All right, so that's first and foremost for our own people, the nation of Israel, but it goes for the rest of the heathen nations as well, because the rest of the heathen nations, all right, they're not gonna There's not going to be any rebellion. It's not going to be any, like, they're not going to try to overthrow us. Like, it's going to be so evident on who that the Lord is dealing with his men that it's not going to be like, we're looking at Yahweh Shai there. Like, it's not going to be any type of rebellion. You're not going to be, there's not going to be any sedition and, uprisings. Like, no, like, that's never going to happen, man. This kingdom is going to be forever. But, and it says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, right? And see, that's what's going on right now. That's what the earth is mourning, man. Not just the people, but, man, the plant life, the animals, like, everything about this earth. The waters are polluted, man. Like, everything about this earth is just mourning right now, man. There's nothing good about this place, man. It shouldn't be, this isn't a way to live, man. We're just surviving, but people have a real misconception on the difference between the two, man. Like, you barely getting by, man, and you struggling, and you killing yourself, working all these hours just to be able to barely make ends meet for yourself and your family, man. That's not what the Lord, that's not why the Lord created man and woman, right? He created us to, to thrive, man, to be flourishing. That's to be enjoying enjoying the earth and our families, man. And we don't have that here. And also, we know why. We know that we broke the law, statutes, commandments. We broke that first covenant. Ultimately, we're being chastened. We're being afflicted, we're being punished for our disobedience to the Most High. It wasn't, since we went off, this is what we're subject to now, all right? All the curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter from the 16th verse all the way to the end at 68, that's what we're suffering right now, man. But it's only for a appointed time, man, because eventually, only for a little season, because eventually we're going to, the Lord already had it written that we would come back, starting with the 144,000 men. All right, they're going to come back and actually, do the will of the Lord, man, and there's a great reward for that. All right, just like it's a great punishment for those who decided to, who don't want to hearken, don't want to take heed. They want to just, they don't want to take the rebuke. They don't want to get right. They don't want to correct themselves. They want to continue to just live in their, in their iniquity, live in their folly, just not care about what's, the times that are at hand. It's going to be heavy judgment for that, man. So, I don't think there's really nothing else I want to grab. Just want to speak on that real quick. You know what? I'll grab this in Sirach, because this is actually, I've been bringing this out a lot, because it's really it's like everything in the scriptures, man. When you see it come to light, it's really a beautiful thing, man. Rather good or bad, because that like these things, as scriptures say, that none of these things shall go out void. So when you see everything continuously come to pass, man, it's really reassuring that ultimately, we're gonna get the greatest thing to come to pass, and that's the kingdom of heaven. So it's been delivered out of this hell. So this is Ecclesiastes 10:2, and this is going into the fact, why the wicked vibration is being pushed on this earth right now, why people things are so bad, man, because ultimately it is everything, the foundation is rooted in wickedness. This is Ecclesiastes 10:2, and it says, as the judges of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such as all they that dwell therein. Right, and who's the ruler of this city, man? Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, man. All right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, scripture tell you he's the border of wickedness, okay? It's very clear that he's in power right now. He's in position of authority. All right, he has all the military might. All right, he's using that blessing that the Lord gave him, was that sword. All right, and it's very clear that he's the one who's ruling the earth right now. All the real troops, just the power, all the land, all the resources is all controlled by Esau, man. All right, the money, like everything is not, like, it's not a secret. Okay, people know, it's very obvious who's in power until it comes time to start putting the blame on someone. All right, because with authority comes responsibility. Okay, so, but of course Esau avoids that. He's this is the devil we're talking about. But nevertheless, it's evident, man. That's why it's such a it's such a wicked vibration in the air overall, man. Like people just have just no type of like the spirit of this place, man, is just all negative, man. Like just constantly, man, constantly being subject to this place when what's how things are supposed to be, man. It's extremely vexing. So but it's only for it's not for too much longer, Lord willing. Lord willing, we be out of here very soon. We'll be able to actually enjoy the earth, man, like the Lord intended. Like the Lord didn't intend, again, man. The Lord didn't intend for us for us to be suffering forever, man. Or it's only for an appointed time. So, Lord willing, this edifying. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakodash. Double honors to elders, apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.